All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Kakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders, GMS, who rule well, teach well, being great examples to our younger brothers, and peace and blessing, salutations to the hopeful lake out there pushing his word in truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua. Pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful lake, the believers, the listeners, when that came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bashim Shai. And what I want to get into, all right, this morning, was learning from Tobit, and also a salvation mindset, and I want to harp on learning from Tobit, because when you read the book of Tobit, Tobit is a great example of an Israelite man, who embodied, okay, the scriptures, when it came to charity, when it came to brotherly love, all right, towards, his people. And not only his people, but the believers, you know, like those that was upright, you know. Tobit, displayed, charity in every situation, man, whether he was rich, whether he was poor, okay, whether he had an ailment, he went blind, but his mindset never changed. He was a doer of the word. So when you read the book of St. James chapter 1, okay, verse 22, it says, "Be ye doers of the word and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves." Okay? And Tobit was a doer of the word, you know? He was a doer, like he embodied it. That was him. And that's how we're becoming. That's how we have to continue to become in the truth. We have to become this word. We have to become what we read, you know? We have to become this. This has to be who we are. Okay? And I say Tobit was a great example of it, man. He wasn't just a hearer, all right? He was a doer. He was proactive, you know? Tobit was always making moves, doing what had to be done, you know? He was never, okay, a hypocrite when it came to what he believed, man. He stood on it. He acted on it. All right, continually. You see? To the point, he had a great name amongst his people. And Tobit was a prophet. Okay? Verse 23 said, "For if any be an hearer of the word and not a doer, he is like a man beholding his natural face in the glass. For he beholdeth himself and goeth his way, and straightway forgetteth what manner of man he was." Yeah. Because if you're just a hearer of the word and not a doer, they compare, James is comparing it to you looking in the mirror. Because while you're listening to the word, you have this vision of what you should be doing in your mind. Like when you stand in the mirror, okay, and you see a vision of yourself, you see a vision of something, okay, you see a visual. So as you're hearing the word, you're visualizing what you're supposed to be doing, okay. But if you leave off from hearing the word and don't do it, it's just like you left that mirror. That visual is gone. You know, we're supposed to be constant examples of what we teach and what we preach. That's why Yahweh Shah said this. The Apostle Paul, Salaki. Um, see if I can find it. I think that's in Corinthians. Let's see. Just Corinthians, the fourth chapter. This is Second Corinthians 4, Okay, 8, it says, we are troubled on every side, yet not distressed. We are perplexed, but not in despair. All right, persecuted, but not forsaken. Cast down, but not destroyed. Yeah, because in this society, we're, hey, the outcast. We're the bottom, within this society, you know, based off our belief in Yahweh. We're looked at as indifferent, as going against the grain of the norms of wickedness of this society, man. Okay, and it's gonna get worse. All right. It said always bearing about in the body the dying of the Lord Yahweh Shai, that the life also Yahweh Shai may be made manifest in our body. Okay? So we're that constant representation of Yahweh Shai, his sufferings, man. During his ministry, during his teaching, man. Okay, the way he was looked at, the way he was ridiculed, the way even our own people lie on us, defraud us, okay, make us out to be something we're not. Shai had to go through that, man. So we have to bear that with integrity, man. We still gotta do what we gotta do for our people, man. Okay? We still gotta have integrity. We still gotta teach. We still gotta wake up with the mind of a servant, just as Yahushua did, man, through all his afflictions and all the resistance that he got. So we're bearing, the suffering of Yahushua in these bodies, man. Okay? And you seen Tobit, man. Hey, he was always on the front line with it, man. No matter what the circumstances was. Okay? I say he ain't make excuses about anything, man. Because what he did, you gotta understand, those Assyrian kings was extremely tyrannical, man. They was famous, all right, they was infamous, okay, for torture tactics, man. Okay? But Tobit didn't care, man. It was about righteousness, man. It was about standing for the right thing. You know? Tobit was unmovable, man. And the scriptures tell us in these times we're gonna have to be unmovable, man. You know? 1 Corinthians 15 and 59 said, therefore, beloved, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the word of the Lord. For as much as you know that your labor, all right, is not in vain in the Lord. Okay? So the scriptures instruct us to be unmovable, man. You see? Because it's going to be more resistance that we're going to come up against. It's going to be more backlash. It's going to be more hardships, that we're going to have to endure, within this walk. Okay? But the scriptures tell us to be unmovable, man. There was nothing that could move Tobit, off of what he believed or to stop him from doing the right thing. They would have had to kill him. But the Lord didn't allow that, man. He allowed Tobit, to live to be 158 years old, man. Okay? Yahushua, he was obedient to the death. Okay, so we have examples on how we should be. We study our forefathers. We see how we should be, man. And Tobit, he embodied, okay, what Yahushua was speaking of in Matthew 22. Okay, in 37, I get to the point. It says, and Yahushua said unto him, thou shalt love the Lord thy power with all thy heart and with all thy soul and with all thy mind. This is the first and great commandment. And the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. On these two commandments hang all the law of the prophets. Okay, and Tobit was the example that he loved the Heavenly Father, with all his mind, heart, and soul. Because he was in the land of Assyria where they was heading to idolatry, man. Okay? And a lot of our people, a lot of the northern kingdom got turned out, to that idolatry. Because they went into captivity for idolatry, man. Okay? But Tobit, he stayed faithful to that way. Scripture say that he didn't eat, okay, of the meat of his captivity, man. Okay, he didn't partake, okay, in the traditions of his captivity, man. he stayed faithful to the way. You see, and he was unmovable. Okay, in the way that he his brethren, okay, that was being slaughtered by the Assyrians, he loved his neighbor like unto himself, man. And that's why you seen Tobit would always receive favor, man. Even in affliction, Tobit received favor, man. Okay, so let's go from there because now we're developing a mindset. Because see, the way Tobit moved, you can tell, he didn't care about his life when it came to doing the right thing. You know, he didn't care about his life. And we have to have that mindset because that's a mindset of salvation. Let's get that, man. Let's get that in the book of Luke. When it comes to doing the right thing and what's required of the Lord, you know, uh, 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 Tobit's life didn't matter, man. Okay, he put it all on the line to do the right thing. It's the book of Luke, chapter 9, verse 24. Well, I started 23. It said, he said unto them, this is Luke 9 and 23, and he said unto them all, and this is Yahushua speaking, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me. Okay? So man will have to deny himself, take up his cross daily, and follow Yahushua. What does that mean? You know? Hey, we gotta take on this suffering, man. We gotta take on whatever burden that we got. Okay? And follow Yahushua daily. No matter what our day-to-day burdens is, we have to continue to follow Yahushua daily. And we follow Yahushua within conduct, man. How we carry ourselves, man. Okay? And it says, for whosoever will save his life shall lose it. But whosoever will lose his life for my sake, the same shall save it. Okay? So whoever willing to lose his life for the sake of Yahushua, the same shall save it, man. Because there's an eternal reward. You see? There's a great reward coming with Yahushua. But the mindset is what? Losing your life, man. And that's not only, when we're faced with the guillotine, some brothers, all right, some believers gonna be faced with that guillotine, okay? But even leading up to it, man, we're really losing our life in this world and gaining our life in Yahushua, as we speak now. The more we put off this society and put on Yahushua, sacrificing more and more for Yahushua, we're losing our life in this world and gaining Yahushua. Okay? And it's going to lead to what? That eternal reward. Even Yahushua spoke about it. Because one thing about the salvation mindset, we start caring less and less about this society and this world. This Revelation 2 and 10 says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. Okay? Be thou faithful unto death, if that's our lot. And we're gonna get a crown of life, man. Okay, an eternal rulership. We're gonna have those immortal positions as kings in the earth. Okay, is there royal people in the earth, man? All right. True power, but it comes with a mindset of not caring about what the outcome is when it comes to righteousness, man. And like I say, Tobit, he embodied that. All right, in every scenario where it speaks about gaining, okay, it speaks about how we should be towards our life, man. Revelation 12 and 11, it says, and they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb, and then him is Esau Edom. We're going to overcome this beast, man, because we believe what's written. See, Esau, what he's finna pull off is he's finna promise, you know, you know, pretty. He's gonna promise a pseudo salvation when pseudo goes into false. He's gonna promise a pseudo salvation to the masses, man. And a lot of people are gonna bite on that, man. Okay, why? Because they don't believe in what's written. And his pseudo salvation comes with you taking that oath, that ultimate oath to Satan with the seal, man. Because you take the seal, they're saying that you're okay with how this man runs society. You don't mind being plugged back into a society, all right, that's anti-Messiah, that's becoming more and more filthy and abominable by the day. Okay? You're agreeing with the way things are. You see? If you take that seal, that means you love your life in this society, okay, more than you love what's promised. And half our people, they don't really understand what's promised. They don't care. Okay, because they shunned this word during this grace period, man. You know? So they're set up to take it because they don't have nothing to compare to. See, we see where Esau is going with his society. Okay, we see where he's going. All right, to an absolute horror house, man. To absolute filth. Okay, more oppression, more slavery, more destruction of the earth. Okay, more destruction of people. We see where he's going, man, and then we look at what's promised, and it's a no-brainer. All right, as Israelites, we look at what's promised to us, and it's like, the hell with this life. You don't even consider this life anymore, man. We don't even consider this living anymore. We do. We make our daily bread, but really, all our joy comes from within Yahweh around the brothers. You might have a family that believe. You know, and your joy comes from that. Outside of that, man, it's really nothing. It's really nothing that you crave or that that you can't do without. Outside of Yahweh in this society. That's why I say they hate it. When you read it, let me read it again. Revelation 12 and 11. It says, and they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony, and they love not their lives unto death, man. Okay? Which means if it came to death and trying to save our life in this society, man, for the sake of righteousness, man, nah, man, we will take the death for righteousness, man, than to bow down to wickedness, man. Okay? And that's the mindset, that we develop, all right, by being what? Drenched in his word. Okay? So let's get one more. I said I'm gonna make it super long. It's the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 24. And it says, and they shall fall. Also, like, no, this is Luke 21 and 34. So, like, it says, and take heed to yourselves, least at any time your hearts be overcharged with some fighting and drunkenness and cares of this life, and so that they come upon you unawares. So we can't get entangled. All right, we cannot get entangled with the affairs of this life, man. And be distracted, and so occupied with things of this world, all right, that it takes our mind off the salvation that's to come. It takes our mind off the prize, man. Off the victory over this beast. You see, because brothers got things, man. Like, and when the Lord has people, that He's reserving to destroy, He has them in a mindset to not to care about the word and to care about their current situation, man. There's people that their mind is all into this shit, man. They don't care about where the money is going. It's going digital. It's gonna be programmable. They don't care about those things, man. Okay? They don't care about the rhetoric of you will own nothing and be happy. They don't care. Their mindset is not towards that, man. It's all about increase. It's all about their next, vacation, trip, and all these different things. It's all about trying to establish, some type of legacy here. Their mindset is not beyond. It doesn't go beyond anything all right, that this world has to offer, man. Okay? But we're not caught up in those distractions, those entanglements, man. We do what we gotta do. Brothers and sisters got, businesses and, skills, okay, where we use this world but don't abuse it. Okay? But it's gonna come a time where we're gonna have to completely let these things go, man, and walk away from it, you know, with the expectation of deliverance, with the expectation of a kingdom to come. Okay? You see? Yeah, man. A lot of times you're gonna be an outcast and a loner, okay? In this truth. You're gonna be by yourself, you know? But hey, that's why you have to take that time for self development and growing in this word, man. One thing about being by yourself, you have time to work on yourself, man. You really have time to pour into yourself. You really have time to listen to brothers and let brothers pour into you, to read, let the words pour into you, man. To work on things, especially as a man. As a man, when you're by yourself, man, you just have this, you know, opportunity to really build yourself, and develop yourself, give yourself fully over, to the word, you know. So the Lord will have, particular men in their positions for a time period, man, for their self development, man. You know. Verse 5 says, "For as a snare shall it come on all them that dwell on the face of the whole earth." Okay, and it's gonna be a trap. Okay, people are gonna um be trapped, you know, because they're just going along to get along. Because Esau is going to gradually work people into this CBDC. He's going to gradually, all right, work them into this new world order system. He already has people with that new world order mindset. Do as thou wilt, okay? And he's just going to keep gradually working people into this thing, man. And then guess what? The trap is going to close. They're going to be snared into it. Because they don't have a mind beyond this place, and they don't have a mind to consider who the enemy is, what's going on. So a lot of Jake, you know, they really don't know. They don't even know what an Edomite is, man. Okay, they because Esau does a great job of indoctrinating, the youth. Okay, to where they don't care about anything but what's right in front of them on their screen, man. Okay, verse 36, it says, "Watch ye therefore and pray always, that you may be accounted worthy to escape all those things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man." Okay? To stand before the Son of Yahushua. And that's the ultimate goal, man. you know? You want to stand before Yahushua, man. Well, it's about being a doer of this word, man. Letting this word become us, man. Become who we are, man. You know? Like I say, learning from Tobit. Like he embodied the scriptures, man, when it comes to brotherly love, okay? And then he had balance to where he was only dealing, with those that feared Yahweh Bashim al Shah, you know? So, yeah, I just want to put that out there, Lord will. This was edifying this morning. Till next time I say Shalom, Kwam Yashala, Abab, DTA soon, Shalom.